All right, now we're going to talk about adding and subtracting radicals. So in the first video on radicals, we talked about simplifying them. And now, though, when we're trying to combine radicals, there's this key thing that you need to know, but then after that, it's just some practice, right? The key thing is that you need like radicals in order to combine. So just like with variables, you need like radicals in order to combine. So if I look at this example right here, I have a radical 3, or the square root of 3, square root of 3. Those are the same radicals, and so I can combine those. I have one of them here. Let me just highlight that. And I have one here, even though it's not written. So altogether, I have 2 of those square roots of 3s. Look at this next example. If I have negative 3 square roots of 5 minus 2 square roots of 5, I do have like radicals. So I am going to have the square root of 5. Now I just need to try to combine this thing and this thing. And negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. So I have the radical and I can combine them. Notice I'm not saying that this is negative 5 times the square root of 10. I don't add these two. They are just like these were x's. If I said negative 3x minus 2x, for example, you would tell me that that's negative 5x. Same idea here. All right, I'm going to erase that because I don't want you to think that those are the same exact problems. I'm just saying that you should treat radicals like you treat variables in the sense that you need like radicals in order to combine. In this example right here, I have a radical 3 and a radical 2. Those are not the same. I cannot combine those, so these are simplified already. I cannot combine those at all. Cannot combine those. Okay, let's look at something, for example, like the square root of 27 plus the square root of 3. Well, my first thought is that I can't really combine these two either, except this is not a prime number. I can break down the square root of 27. So let me break down 27. That's 9 times 3, which can be broken down into 3 times 3, and if I bring that 3 down, it's that way. So I can actually write that as 3 times 3 times 3 under the radical. Plus, let me bring this one down, the square root of 3. Now, in simplifying radicals, remember, if it's a square root, I'm looking for pairs. So I can pull that 3 out, and I still have the square root of 3. And then I have this one, which is just the square root of 3. Now I do have like radicals. And remember, this is a 1. So I have 3 plus 1, or 4 square roots of 3. All right, I'm going to go down here, do another one. From Alex, for example, this one has a variable in it. So for example, it has 28y plus 63y, square roots of each. They are not the same. Let me break down 28. 7 times 4, which is 7 times 2 times 2. And let me break down 63, which is 7 times 9. Which is 7 times 3 times 3. So I'm really going to rewrite this as 7 times 2 times 2 times y plus 7 times 3 times 3 times y. Right? Just wrote down the prime factors. Well, I'm looking for pairs. Boom, boom. I can pull this 2 out. I still have 7y under the radical. Plus, I can pull out this 3, and I still have 7y under the radical. And since I have like radicals, 2 plus 3 of them gives me 5 of those things. All right, so let me write that over here. Looks like 5 and then 7y. And unless I did something really simple as a mistake, we should be good. And I think that's it for the adding. I mean, I can change numbers, I can add more variables, but the process will be exactly the same. We'll move on to multiplying next.